Now we're live. Hi.
Hi.
We are live. What's going on? Spiky Dash here with Nate Henninger, my co-host with the most.
Yeah.
Off the cuff edition. We are doing college bowl picks because the bowl season starts tomorrow. Yes. 6 bowl games tomorrow, in fact. So a loaded Saturday, along with 2 NFL games. So it will be a loaded Saturday tomorrow.
NFL games on a Saturday? What?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, that's
Texans Jets is one, and I think it's Broncos and somebody else there, I believe. But yeah, they do it toward the end of the year. They do a couple games on Saturday.
Oh,
I think maybe it's because with college mostly over instead of the bowl games, they kind of squeeze them in on Saturday. I don't know. But anyway, it's interesting. Anywho, myself, Nate, and Matt started last year a little friendly competition with the bowl picking. Last year, I won. That's a humble brag, barely. Nate was in it. It was Nate and I to the very end. Matt sucked.
Yeah. I think
you got very fortunate.
I think you won it on like the last day.
Last few games. It came down to the last few games, like 2 or 3 games. Nate had like the first, he was on a perfect streak for a while. He had like first
7 or 8
in a row.
Like
and then you missed like the mid pack, and then you started falling off. But it was very close. It was very tight. So we are doing that again this year.
Bowl Mania.
Yep.
Bowl Mania 2.
Bowl Mania 2, yes. Yeah. Now I play it actually on ESPN.com. Check that out, Capital One Bowl Mania, ESPN. I do the picks. Plug. Yeah, shameless plug. I do the picks by confidence, which I rate how confident I am on each game. This is just straight up. So we're just picking games, outcome winner only.
Yeah.
So I have done mine already. Matt has also given me his. So now you're the only one left. So
are we doing money on this, or has he given you?
He is not yet, but I told him the stakes. I told him that we're each contributing the $5.
When do we need the $5 by?
We should probably do that very soon.
Okay.
So yes. And we've already set.
I mean, I know you can, but if Matt decides not to, I'm not.
Okay. Well, and maybe he can. And if we can't, then we will.
If Matt gives his, I'll give mine.
Right.
I know you're.
Right.
I know you'll put some
Yes,
in.
of course. Yeah. I know I can. If you guys can't, then we won't. But we didn't last year. We did for fun last year. So if it's for fun, it's for fun.
Yeah.
All right. So starting with the college football playoff games. Okay. First, we have the Cotton Bowl. This is the battle of unbeatens. Number 2 Clemson, 13-0 against number 3 Notre Dame, 12-0.
Oh.
Matt and I are split on this one. I have Clemson. He's going Notre Dame.
I'll have to. I'm sorry, but I'll have to go with Clemson too.
Yeah, I like what Clemson has done over the years. With their quarterback situation. Now that their quarterback isn't bad either, but I think I'm fairly confident on that one. Yeah, I have Clemson at 17 points, and 85% have picked Clemson to win that game. So on ESPN.com.
Against Notre Dame,
Clemson. All right. Then the other semifinal, which is the Orange Bowl. Number 1 Alabama, 13-0. Number 4 Oklahoma, 12-1.
Much as it pains me, I say Alabama's a sure.
We're all in agreement on that one. Yeah, we're all in agreement on Alabama, and I'm 16-point confident on that one. 90% on ESPN.com going with Alabama. So then you have the national championship game you're picking here.
Okay.
So the winner of the 2 games. So yours would be Clemson, Alabama, which is also mine. But I have Clemson in that game. Matt has Notre Dame. He's going with the long shot. But you have Clemson, Alabama. Who you taking? Win it all.
I hate myself for saying this, and I'll take a loss on this. I want to take a loss on this. I go Bama, but I'm hoping Clemson wins. I'm picking Bama.
But you're taking Bama. Yeah.
I'm taking Bama.
It's hard to pick against Alabama.
Good.
Yes, they
Over
have.
The years,
they have.
Consistently all through a lot of time, a lot of years.
Yep. I have Clemson 11 points on that one. 61% actually ESPN.com are picking the Notre Dame Clemson winner, surprisingly. So I think people don't still like Bama or Oklahoma in that regard. All right. Moving on now to the other bowl games after the games actually start tomorrow. We have the Air Force Reserve Celebration Bowl. This is the battle of the MEAC champ against the SWAC champs. This is like the other conferences. North Carolina A&T 9-2 against 9-3 Alcorn State.
No idea.
Yeah, this one really isn't not a big name.
I see that
it's FCS schools. That's why.
I see the cheat sheet. You're both picking.
We're both picking the Aggies. We're both picking North Carolina A&T.
I might as well go that too.
Yeah, they usually have done well in that bowl game. Let's see. Do I have that one? I have that one. I think fairly high confidence. I want to say. Yeah, I have North Carolina A&T 39 points, which is really high confidence. Although most people are picking Alcorn State, which is quite surprising. 56%. The New Mexico Bowl presented by Progressive has Utah State, the Aggies, at 10-2 against 9-3 North Texas. Matt and I are split on this one. I like the Aggies with Utah State with their offense, but Matt is leaning North Texas.
What's the record?
Utah State is 10-2. North Texas is 9-3.
Yeah, I gotta go better record on that one.
You're going Utah State?
Yeah.
Yeah, Utah State. Do you remember in week 1 they almost knocked off Michigan State in East Lansing? So that was quite impressive to me. I think I have that one pretty high on my confidence list too. Let's see. Where do I have? I'm most confident. Utah State confident. 87% on ESPN.com like the Aggies. So
nice.
The Mitsubishi Motors Las Vegas Bowl. This is a ranking game. Number 21 Fresno State at 11-2, but they're taking on 7-5 Arizona State, and Herm Edwards has done a nice job this year. I have the Sun Devils in the upset. Matt's going Fresno State.
I'll go Fresno.
Ooh, okay. Fresno State is a good team. I'm not going to fault him for that, but I like the job that Herm has done this year. Fresno State is 11-2. Arizona State is 7-5.
Yeah, going better record.
Yeah, and I understand, and I get that, but I just like the job that Herm has done. I have Arizona. Where do I have? I have Arizona State pretty high, I think, actually, on that one. I might have it on the higher games. Let's see. Actually, no. No, actually, it's one of my lower confident games. I only have that at 2 points because Fresno State is 74% picked by ESPN. So that's one of my lower confident games because it is an upset, but
you went up.
Well, it's not going the same order on this sheet as it is on that one.
Okay, Utah.
No, it's not going in the same order. So I got to correlate this to this. The Camellia Bowl, that one. 9-3 Georgia Southern, 7-5 Eastern Michigan. Matt and I know, but that's the Cure Bowl, which is further down the list. Or did I skip it? I might have skipped. No, I did skip it. I'm sorry. I did skip it. I did skip the Cure Bowl. My bad. Cure Bowl, AutoNation Cure Bowl. Tulane and Louisiana. Tulane is 6-6. Louisiana is 7-6. Matt and I are in agreement. We both like Tulane.
Can't just pick them all based on like you two.
Oh, I know you can. I'm just telling you what we've done.
Oh shit! I'm going upset. Tulane's gonna win.
You're going Louisiana.
Yes.
Actually, you're going with the favorite because Louisiana is 66% on ESPN.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's one of my higher confident games. I'm 28 points on Tulane, but you're actually going with the favorite. So but I like Tulane what they've done offensively this year, so that's why I'm picking Tulane. But you'll be sold on Louisiana.
Hopefully they'll pull it out.
All right, now let's go to the Camellia Bowl.
Half this team.
But hey, you kind of did that last year, and look where you got second place.
Yeah.
Okay, now we'll do the Camellia Bowl. Georgia Southern 9-3, Eastern Michigan 7-5. Matt and I are on agreement on Georgia Southern.
9-3. 12, 75. Also 12. I'll go Georgia Southern.
Georgia Southern.
All three take a loss.
Yep, unanimous across the board. Georgia Southern is the popular pick, actually. 83% on ESPN.com.
Okay.
So that one's a very popular pick. The Arnell Carriers New Orleans Bowl. You've got Appalachian State at 10-2 and Middle Tennessee 8-5. Matt and I both like App State.
I pick pretty much. Yeah, I don't do confidence points, but I do better record usually. I'm gonna have to say has to be unanimous too.
App State.
Yeah.
91% on ESPN.com.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, that's a pretty popular high confidence pick. So yeah, so yep, we're all in agreement on App State. All right, that's all the Saturday games. Now Tuesday the 18th, the Boca Raton Bowl in Boca Raton, Florida. UAB at 10-3 against 8-5 Northern Illinois. Matt and I are in agreement on UAB. You going UAB? It's a sweep across the board. I love what the Blazers have done ever since they came back. Do you remember they didn't have football a couple seasons ago? The program, they killed off the football program, and then it came back with donations, and now here they are in Conference USA doing so well 2 years later. I think that's one of my more confident picks too.
Yep.
Let's see. Where do I have UAB? I thought I had him pretty high. Maybe I don't. Maybe not as high as I thought. Oh, there they are. Yeah, okay, only 8 points, but still 79% on ESPN. So actually, they're a pretty popular pick.
Okay.
On to the Frisco Bowl in Frisco, Texas, not San Francisco, California. San Diego State 7-5 against 8-4 Ohio. Matt and I are in agreement. We both like Ohio.
Is it the Ohio or?
It's Ohio University. It's the Bobcats. Okay. It's not Ohio State. No. Okay. Yeah, not to be confused with Ohio State. Because remember, Ohio State's in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is Ohio University.
You're probably all picking Ohio State on that one. You and Matt are probably picking Ohio State.
Oh, for the Rose Bowl? I think we were in agreement, but yeah, who do you got for San Diego State and Ohio?
I really hate picking unanimous, but I hate picking across the board if you and Matt are both confident. Because I know you and Matt both follow the stats and records and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just make it unanimous.
All right, we'll go Ohio. All right. I'm confident in that one, 27 points. Actually, they are the underdog on ESPN, only 34% in the Bobcats, so a little bit of a surprise there. All right, on to the Bad Boy Mowers Gasparilla Bowl. What a sponsor. That's down actually in Tampa, Florida. That will be Marshall at 8-4 against 7-5 South Florida. I have the Bulls, kind of the close to home field advantage, but Matt is going Marshall. So you have to break the tie here.
Damn it. This is so hard. You know what? I like the hurt.
You like Marshall. All right.
Marshall's got a special place in my heart after we are Marshall. So
yeah, that's true. I can understand that. South Florida is the popular pick, 66% on ESPN. Okay. So, but that's one of my low confident picks. I'm only like 4 point confident on that one. That could go either way.
Okay.
All right. The Makers Wanted Bahamas Bowl in the Bahamas. You've got Florida International at 8-4 against 7-5 Toledo. Again, we're split on this one. I have the Rockets, but Matt is taking Florida International.
I'll do another tiebreak again. I like Florida International.
You like Florida International. All right.
Most of these picks are just based on better records.
Yeah.
Most of them.
I think that's one of my – I don't know. That's actually one of my higher confident games. I have Toledo, 37 points, but only 39% on ESPN.com,
okay.
So quite surprising there. And then the famous Idaho Potato Bowl, which is played at Boise State's blue turf.
Yeah.
You've got BYU at 6-6 taking on 7-5 Western Michigan. Matt and I are in agreement. We both like BYU.
I do too.
You like BYU? BYU usually is always really good in bowl games. They've always been very impressive. And 86% on ESPN, so really confident. So, all right. On to the Birmingham Bowl, actually the Jared Birmingham Bowl, so sponsored by the Diamond Company. You've got Memphis at 8-5 taking on 6-6 Wake Forest. Matt and I are in agreement. We both like the Tigers.
Memphis
across the board.
I'm picking mine pretty much based on record. I don't know Matt's strategy on that or
87% like Memphis in that game. So you're you're taking a pretty confident pick there.
We're either all gonna suck or we're all gonna do good.
Yeah, right.
A lot of these are unanimous.
Right. The Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. You've got 8-4 Houston taking on 10-2 Army. That's played actually at TCU Stadium in Fort Worth. Matt and I are divided. I like Houston, but Matt is going with Army.
I'll go Army. You gotta be a Patriot. I gotta go Army.
66% on ESPN actually like Army. It's one of my low confidence games. I have only 12 points on it, so not highly confident in that one. The Dollar General Bowl in Alabama has 10-3 Buffalo against 9-3 Troy. Matt and I are in agreement. We both like the Buffalo Bulls.
I'm throwing a shot in the dark. Troy.
Ooh, going against us here. All right.
Well, one of us has got to do it.
That's true. And you can make a point that Troy kind of has a home field advantage because they're in Alabama, so they're playing kind of close to home. So that's understandable. 63% go Buffalo on ESPN. So you're kind of going against the grain. No, it's still not high, so that could go either way. And then you've got the SoFi Hawaii Bowl. Actually, Hawaii playing in its home stadium.
Yeah.
8-5 Hawaii against 7-5 Louisiana Tech. Matt and I are in agreement. We both like the home team in Hawaii.
Playing in their home stadium. I don't know whose ass they kissed to get that.
They always play in their own bowl if they get bowl eligible. They always do.
I'll go Hawaii.
78% on ESPN. Like
home stadium, home team. Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. All right. On to the Serve Pro First Responder Bowl in Dallas. You've got number 25 Boise State at 10-3 taking on 7-5 Boston College. Matt and I are in agreement. We both like Boise State.
That one I like Boise too.
Yeah. Boise State always seems to do well in their bowl games. I mean, even during the regular season, but I think that's one of my more confident ones as well. I'm usually pretty confident in Boise. There you are. 18 points, 84% on ESPN, so pretty high confidence there for Boise State. The Quick Lane Bowl in Detroit. You've got 6-6 Minnesota against 7-5 Georgia Tech. Matt and I both like Georgia Tech.
6-6 Minnesota against 7-5 Georgia Tech.
Yes.
What, Big Ten against ACC?
Yes. Yes. Yep.
Strength of conference alone, I'm going to say Georgia Tech.
Okay, it's a sweep.
I like the ACC against the Big Ten.
73% on ESPN like Georgia Tech. So Minnesota's defense is the worry. Them will stop anybody all year.
Like I said, we're all either going to suck or like it's going to be tight.
Because most of these are in agreement. Yeah, yes. A lot of these are in agreement.
Yeah.
All right, the Cheez-It Bowl in Phoenix.
TCU,
don't even ask you. They're playing Cal. Yeah, 6-6 TCU, 7-5 Cal. But I think we're all in agreement with the Horned Frogs.
I want the Horned Frogs.
I think we're all in agreement. Yeah, I think that's one of my more. Let's see, that one I'm 22-point confidence, 54% on ESPN going with TCU. So. All right, on to the Walk-Ons Independence Bowl in Shreveport.
Temple.
8-4 Temple and 7-5 Duke. We're split on this one. I like Duke, but Matt is going Temple.
Much as I don't like him. Puke.
Yeah, 63% on ESPN like the Blue Devils. So. The New Era Pinstripe Bowl at Yankee Stadium, you've got 7-5 Miami and 7-5 Wisconsin. Matt and I are in agreement. We both like Miami.
Ooh, shit. I'm going to hate myself. I like the Badgers.
Ooh, okay. Actually, you're going with the favorite on ESPN. 69% like Wisconsin. Okay. So Miami is a bit of an upset. Okay. So Wisconsin's run game is what scares me because they have Jonathan Taylor, who's a very good running back. So that will be their big push point. And then you've got the Academy Sports and Outdoors Texas Bowl. You've got 6-6 Vanderbilt and 6-6 Basecomb. Yeah. As you know, Matt and I are in agreement. We both like Vanderbilt.
I'll never root for Baylor.
How can you really? It's a sweep. Yeah, it's Vanderbilt.
Sorry, but I'll never root for Baylor in my life.
No.
God help me if my child ever says they want to go there. Be like, nope.
66% on ESPN going for Vanderbilt. So, yeah. The Music City Bowl, Franklin American Mortgage Music City Bowl.
Okay.
in Nashville. You've got 7-5 Auburn and 6-6 Purdue. As much as I would love to pick Purdue here, it's SEC. That's why I picked Auburn. Matt, of course, is going Purdue, but Auburn is so good.
I think I'm going to go with you.
You're going Auburn.
Conference alone. SEC.
Auburn scares me. Their offense is so good.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Purdue has playmakers, Rondale Moore, and their running game, but Auburn scares me. Yeah, pretty much.
Besides that, the penalties just killed them all year.
Yes, they did. 79% on ESPN.
They're a very undisciplined.
They are
undisciplined, immature team as far as that goes.
Unlike Auburn, who really isn't. So
I like Auburn.
Yeah, as much as I hate picking against Purdue, but got to go Auburn there. All right, the Camping World Bowl in Orlando. You got two very good ranked teams. Number 16, West Virginia at 8-3, and number 20, Syracuse at 9-3. Matt and I are divided. I like West Virginia. Matt's going Syracuse.
God, that is a hard one.
Yeah, both very good offenses.
What's the record?
West Virginia is 8-3. Syracuse is 9-3.
I'm going UVA.
West Virginia. WVU. Yeah. 88% on ESPN like West Virginia. So a lot of people like West Virginia in that game. On to the Valero Alamo Bowl at the Alamo Dome. Number 24, Iowa State at 8-4, and number 13, Washington State at 10-2. Matt and I are in agreement. We both like Washington State.
It's 24, Iowa State.
And Washington State is ranked 13th.
Oh, I got to go with the ranking on this one.
86% on ESPN, like Washington State, or Wazoo, as they're affectionately called. The Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. Another meeting between number 10, Florida, and number 7, Michigan. Florida 9-3. Michigan is 10-2. But Matt and I are in agreement. We both like Michigan here.
What is that?
Florida is number 10 at 9-3. Michigan is number 7 at 10-2.
Okay, and where is it played?
Peach Bowl is played in Atlanta.
I gotta go Michigan
is just.
We're all gonna suck, or we're all gonna
Michigan
do
is just
well.
So much better. 79%, I think, on ESPN. Yep, 79% on ESPN.com. So very confident in Michigan.
Okay.
The Belk Bowl played in Charlotte.
Okay.
7-5 South Carolina, 7-5 Virginia. Matt and I are in agreement. We both like South Carolina.
I hate myself. With the same record. It's Virginia against South Carolina. I'm going to go upset.
Ooh, you're going Virginia. Wow. Well, the key is going to be Virginia shutting down the offense, because Virginia can play well defensively. Yeah. But if they can shut down the South Carolina offense, they can do it.
I'm either going to suck.
Yeah, you're definitely going against the grain. 82% on ESPN like South Carolina. Okay. So that's your big upset. That's your big one. All right, the Nova Home Loans Arizona Bowl in Tucson. You've got 7-5 Nevada against 8-4 Arkansas State. Matt and I are in agreement. We both like Nevada.
Oh, shit. Based on just the record, Arkansas State's won more.
They have.
I'm going Arkansas.
All right, you're going the Red Wolves. The Battle of Wolves. Nevada Wolfpack, Arkansas State Red Wolves. That's interesting. Nevada's the popular pick on ESPN, 69%.
Not very high, though.
No.
Not very high in the popular.
Then you've got the Military Bowl presented by Northrop Grumman, played in Maryland at Navy Stadium. You've got 10-2 Cincinnati against 6-6 Virginia Tech. Matt and I are in agreement. We both like Cincinnati.
I think I'll go Cincinnati on that.
Cincinnati's been really good all year. They really have. And Virginia Tech has its backup quarterback. So that when they lost their starter for the year, it kind of hurt them.
Okay.
I think I'm pretty confident in Cincinnati. Actually, it's one of the more confident picks, I think. 32 points, 79% on ESPN like Cincinnati.
Okay.
The Hyundai Sun Bowl in El Paso. You've got 8-4 Stanford and 7-6 Pittsburgh. Matt and I are in agreement. We both like Stanford.
Yeah, I got to go with it. Stanford, I think, has produced better players.
They have, and they still have Bryce Love. They're a good running back. Yeah. So 84% on ESPN, 38 points for me. It's one more confident pick. So,
okay.
Yeah. The Red Box Bowl played at Levi Stadium, home of the 49ers. You've got 7-5 Michigan State against 8-4 Oregon. Matt and I are in agreement. We both like the Ducks.
What's the conference on that?
Michigan State is Big Ten. Oregon is Pac-12.
I got to go Pac. I think they're overall a better conference. So I
think 80% like Oregon on ESPN.
I think Oregon's going to be the better team there.
Yep, I agree. Yep.
Like I said, again, we're all going to suck or we're all going to do great.
Right. The AutoZone Liberty Bowl played in Memphis. You've got number 23 Missouri at 8-4 and 6-6 Oklahoma State. Matt and I are in agreement. We both like the Tigers.
I got to go with them again.
Yeah. Missouri in that offense. I mean, it's high octane. 72% on ESPN.com. I'm very confident. 30 points. On to the San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl played in San Diego. You've got number 17 Utah at 9-4, and number 22 Northwestern at 8-5. Matt and I are in agreement. We both like the Cats.
Well, I'm going alone on that. I'm going alone.
You're going Utah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's actually my least confident game. Actually, it's my because it could go either way. It's actually a dead heat on ESPN. 51% Northwestern.
Okay.
So it's really a toss-up game.
All right.
That's my one point. But I'd like to see Northwestern do it, but I would not be surprised if they lost. So.
And I know Northwestern was playing against Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game, but if they play as sucky in that game as they did in the Big Ten game, although that's Ohio State and this is
Utah.
So
not exactly the same.
I like Utah based on record and rank.
All right.
That's where I'm going.
All right. On to the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl in Florida. You've got number 19 Texas A&M at 8-4 against 9-3 NC State. Matt and I are divided on this one. I like the Aggies, but Matt is going NC State.
So you must their records again.
Texas A&M is 8-4. NC State is 9-3. Although A&M is ranked, NC State is not.
I think I'm going with you.
Texas A&M? 91% on ESPN.com like the Aggies. I'm surprised that's that high.
I'm going to go with that. After hearing that,
I'm surprised it's that high, but yep. On to the Outback Bowl in Tampa. Number 18 Mississippi State at 8-4 against 8-4 Iowa. Matt and I are in agreement on this one. We both like the Hawkeyes.
Who are they playing?
Mississippi State.
Oh, that one's tough because they both have the same record.
Yes.
It's Big Ten against
SEC. But Iowa tends to play really well in bowl games. I think that's why Matt and I picked Iowa.
SEC against Big Ten, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Against the Big Ten, I like the SEC.
You're actually going the favorite there. Mississippi State is favored on ESPN. 80% are picking Mississippi State on ESPN, but just something the way the Iowa game goes. Yep, the VRBO Citrus Bowl in Orlando. You've got number 12 Penn State at 9-3 against number 14 Kentucky at 9-3. Matt and I split on this one. I like Penn State, but Matt is going Kentucky.
I gotta go with Matt.
You're going Kentucky. Yes. And not that Kentucky has not done well this year. I mean, with Snell at running back, they're a very solid team, but I just like Penn State's offense. I always have.
Okay.
74% on ESPN like Penn State, by the way. So you two are kind of going against the grain there a little bit. The Fiesta Bowl, the PlayStation Fiesta Bowl in Glendale, Arizona. Number 11 LSU at 9-3 against number 8 UCF at 12-0. Matt and I are in agreement. We both like UCF to continue their streak.
I like UCF.
Yeah. Yep. ESPN, only 31% believe the Knights keep the undefeated streak going, so they are the underdog in that game according to ESPN. But
that's going to be a tough game, though.
Yeah. Now the Rose Bowl, presented by Northwestern Mutual in Pasadena. Number 9 Washington, 10-3. Number 6 Ohio State, 12-1. Again, we're split here. I am going Ohio State. Matt is going Washington.
Well, with the way they played the Big Ten game and the Big Ten champions killing Northwestern, I'm going to have to go Big Ten on that one. I'm going to have to go
Ohio State. Yeah, and I don't know if you knew, Urban Meyer's retiring at the end of this year, so you know they're going to try to win it for Coach Meyer.
Yeah.
You know they're going to try to play hard and win it for him.
So is he going anywhere or just?
No, he's just retiring. He's
good.
Done. Yeah, 87% on ESPN.com. Good. Yeah. Well, mainly it's because his health.
Well, I wonder why.
I mean, he has a cyst in his brain that causes severe headaches.
Well, that's no good, but still.
Yeah. So, all right. And last but certainly not least.
Maybe you're paying for all your cheating ways, Mr. Meyer. I don't know.
The All-State Sugar Bowl in New Orleans. Number 15, Texas, 9-4. Number 5, Georgia, 11-2. Matt and I are in agreement. We both like the Bulldogs.
I like Georgia, too.
All right. And I think that one's a pretty popular pick on ESPN. Yeah, 94% going Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah, so pretty confident there in the Dogs. All right. So that is it.
Hey.
Picks are in.
Yep.
So now we just have to wait and see how it all goes down starting tomorrow.
That's not Georgia Tech there, but
there we go. There we go. Now I can say that.
Boy.
There we go. Locked and loaded.
Woo, we are either we're all gonna suck.
I hope not.
Potentially. Well, very potentially, we could all three suck
because we're in agreement on a lot of them.
A lot of them, yeah. You know, I was basing on records. Some of them I based on conference, but most I based on records.
Right.
You know, when you got the Big Ten going against the SEC, I'm gonna probably lean SEC.
Right.
Any day.
Right.
Because the SEC is a very tough conference, minus maybe Vanderbilt. And maybe Ole Miss, because they kind of suck.
Yeah, and Ole Miss is eligible for the postseason right now because they're still in probation.
But you got the rest of them like, oh my God, no.
Well, and Tennessee kind of sucked this year too.
You got Tennessee, Florida. Let's see.
Well, Florida's at the top. Like Florida's your top echelon, along with unless your Alabama, your LSU, your Auburn, you know, your Georgia.
I was gonna say Alabama's there.
Yeah, so that's like your top echelon. And Kentucky creeped in there this year, so you know that's nice to see another team doing well. So
Kentucky's in the SEC since.
Yes, Kentucky's always been in the SEC. They always have been.
Yes, I never really paid attention.
Oh yeah,
when I played against the SEC.
No, Kentucky always has been. So
all right.
So. All right, so that's going to do it. Our picks are in.
You see my forehead for most of the video, I think.
Your bull-picking forehead.
Yeah.
So, games begin tomorrow. Enjoy. And until the next video, we will see you next time. So, for Mikey Dash, good night. God bless, and good luck in your picking games as well.